Hello beautiful warriors. Good morning. So as requested, I'm going to show you how to make some origami by turning, this is what I call the oh goodness. Let me start over. Okay, good morning beautiful warriors. So as I said, I'm going to show you how to make some origami by transforming some of the poetry that we created regarding some of our limiting beliefs. So for me, one of the biggest limiting beliefs that I have is this fear and lack of, not just lack of self-confidence in myself, but truly a fear of abandonment. That to me is one of my biggest challenges in life, is working through how do I work with this sense and deep fear for abandonment. So I wrote this poem. It's in French, and I could read you the French, and then I could translate it to you. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this poetry. It's been sitting in the sacred space, as I have encouraged all of you to do these last 4 weeks, and eventually we're going to turn it into a boat. Inside the boat are more other pieces of origami. These are origami little cranes, which I'm going to show you how to create each and every limiting belief and turn them into a beautiful crane by first writing the limiting belief. So for me, if it's the fear of abandonment, and then over here I could write the opposite of that I'm trying to cultivate, which is the courage to be comfortable in my own skin and manifest the people who love me around me. So, and then we can fold that, the fear being on the inside, and then the positive affirmation on the outside, and turn it into a crane. So let me read you the poem first. Un poème sur mon meilleur ami. Mon vieil ami, quand j'étais petit, tu étais mon meilleur ami. D'aussi loin que je me souviens, chaque fois que mes parents partent au travail, je suis abandonné et mon corps est tombé. C'est comme un ascenseur qui a sauté. Chaque fois, c'est comme si mon corps plongeait dans mon estomac. Après, je sens la panique approche, que je suis abandonné, rejeté, que je ne suis pas suffisant. La peur m'a dicté mon amour propre. Mon ami, j'ai peur. Mais je voudrais te dire que sans peur, ton courage n'existait pas non plus. Le courage, c'est comme ton grand frère. Il veut te protéger. Apeuré, tu ne peux pas effrayer. Si tu veux jouer, tu dois jouer doucement. Après tout, je suis ton meilleur ami. Sans moi, tu es seul, sans ami, sans existence. Je voudrais devenir ton ami. Tu es toujours bienvenu dans ma vie, mais s'il te plaît, donne-moi la chance de gagner de temps en temps. Avoir le pouvoir, le courage, donc je pourrai grandir. La peur, merci pour tout. Tu es mon meilleur ami. Tu es mon meilleur prof de la vie. par Théodore. So this poem talks about my fear. Un poème sur mon meilleur ami. A poem about my best friend. Mon vieil ami, my old friend. Quand j'étais petit, tu étais mon meilleur ami. Ever since I was young, ever since I was small, you were my best friend. D'aussi loin que je me souviens, for as long as I can remember. Chaque fois que mes parents partent au travail, every time my parents left for work, je suis abandonné et mon corps est tombé. I was abandoned and my heart fell, or my heart broke. Mon corps est brisé. C'est comme un ascenseur qui a sauté. It's like when you're on an elevator and the elevator skips a floor. Chaque fois, c'est comme si mon corps plongeait dans mon estomac. Each time, it's as if my heart takes a dive deep into the pits of my stomach. Après, je sens la panique approcher. After, I then start to feel the panic approaching. Que je suis abandonné, rejeté. That I am abandoned and rejected. Quand je ne suis pas suffisant. Que je ne suis pas suffisant. That I am not enough. La peur me dicte mon amour propre. Fear tells me who I am. My self-esteem is based on fear. Mon ami, j'ai peur. My friend, I have fear. I am afraid. Mais je voudrais te dire que sans peur, ton courage n'existait pas non plus. But let me tell you that without fear, courage does not exist. Le courage, c'est comme ton grand frère. Courage is like an older brother. Il veut te protéger. It always wants to protect you. Apeuré, tu ne peux pas effrayer. Fear, you cannot scare me. Si tu veux jouer, tu dois jouer doucement. If you want to play, you have to play nicely. Après tout, je suis ton meilleur ami. After all, I am your best friend. Sans moi, tu es seul. Without me, you're alone. Sans ami, without friends, sans existence. You can't exist. Je voudrais devenir ton meilleur ami. I want to be your best friend. Mais, s'il te plaît, please, donne-moi la chance de gagner de temps en temps. Allow me to win every now and then. Avoir le pouvoir, le courage. Donc, je pourrais grandir. To have the chance to develop courage so that I can grow. La peur, merci pour tout. Fear, thank you for everything. Tu es mon meilleur ami. You are my best friend. Tu es mon meilleur prof de la vie. You are my best teacher of life. What do you think about that poem? This poem was extremely sentimental to me because I was working with my therapist, and I thought, all the sexual abuse and all the abuses that I've experienced as a child was the root cause of my fears and trauma, but really it was the abandonment, because it was through that abandonment that such events occurred, and I'm realizing that, and I'm beginning to accept and reconcile with that part of myself. And this is one of the best ways to do it, I believe, is to take a really raw substance such as fear of abandonment, and turn it into something beautiful like poetry and origami. This is the transfiguration process. And then with this boat, it can then sail away nicely. So let me show you how this is done. Okay, let me switch the camera. Okay, so the first thing that I recommend, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to... Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. You want to be part of this shot? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the energy that we're working on. Okay, so in this case, I'm talking about the fear of abandonment. So I'm going to write it down. So, fear of what? Abandonment. And in the opposite, I'm going to write the opposite energy that I'm trying to cultivate, which is courage. Buddy. Courage. Courage, and what I want is to feel, to be confident in my own skin. Courage and confidence. Okay. Buddy, just stay down there, okay? Good boy. Alright, so we're going to take this fear of abandonment and we're going to fold it inwards. So we're going to take the tip to meet the other one, and that creates a triangle. And then we're going to take the long end to make another triangle. And then we're going to, what we fold on one side, we're going to fold on the other. Okay? And then we're then gonna fold. So we just open it up. So we fold it once, we fold it the other way. Okay? And then we're going to take the base of the triangle and place it to the summit. Okay? And then we're gonna do that. What we do on one side, we're gonna do it with this side as well. We're gonna do on the other side. That's kind of the... With cranes, what you do on one side, you have to do on the other side, and then you have to do it on the opposite side. So you open it up again, and then the same thing. Take the base of the pyramid, bring it to the summit, and then the same thing. Okay. So now this is really small. And then from here, okay, this gets tricky. We open up the pyramid again. Now it has two flaps because we folded it on both sides. We're going to open it up here, and we're going to, just like what we did before, get the base to meet the summit, except it's going to open up into this kind of diamond-like shape. Alright? So then you have that. See that? And then we're going to do the same for the other side. So we're just going to open this up. Now, I'm not a professional origami teacher, so I'm just doing my best. So I hope you can follow. And then we're going to take the open side. There's going to be an open, and there's going to be a closed side. We're going to take the open side, and we're going to fold this corner of the diamond inwards so that the line matches, the exterior line matches the line in the middle as such. Okay, and then the other way. Okay, and then we're going to turn it. What we do on one side, we do on the other. So do the same. Okay, so you'll notice with the crane you have to fold kind of all of the lines to make it easier for us to fold. So I just folded the base inwards and then the other side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold this open side in. Okay. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. Alright. Take the base again, fold it in and fold it out. You follow me so far? I know it's tough, but you can always rewind. And this is a really tiny origami piece of paper. And then we're going to then open. We're going to take the base. We're going to open this. I should do this again with a bigger piece. And we're going to fold this into a diamond. Alright, so the camera ran out of battery there, so we're gonna try it again. So we fold it into a diamond on the outside, and then we're going to take the same thing on the other. We're going to open it up here. It's a little bit trickier. I'm gonna open it up because it's so tiny. Turn it into another diamond without losing its former shape. It's tricky with a small one. I have to anchor it down. Okay, good. So what we should have, is something that resembles a diamond with one open slit over here. One open slit and one closed. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're then going to open this up. And we're very close now. We're going to bend this like this, bend this like this. And what you get here is a crane. Yes, buddy, we're getting a crane. Right over here. So now we have the crane. Right? So this crane now contains the energy that we're working with inside, and then the energy that we're cultivating outwards, and then can go on the boat. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fold this into a boat. Buddy, you want to see the boat? Buddy? He's resting. Okay, so for this boat, we have the poem right over here. We need a rectangular piece for the boat. We're going to take the long end of the piece of paper, and we're going to allow both long ends to meet. So what I usually do is I match the corners. Okay. So we really want this. Match. And then we're going to take then this rectangle and turn it into a square. And this square, we're going to then, there's going to be an open side and there's going to be a closed side. You want to fold the closed end corner inwards so that you make a triangle towards the line. Same thing, you take the corner here on the other side and you fold it inwards so that you make a line. Okay. Now, gonna take the open side, and we're gonna open one side and fold it inwards. Okay. And then the other opposite side. Okay. And then we're going to, so it kind of looks like a sail. It's beginning to resemble a boat already, as you can see. And what we're going to do is we're going to open this. And we're going to tuck these folds inwards. Alright, we're going to tuck them in. And then fold it into a diamond. From here we're going to plie, fold one edge, and remember what we do on one side, we do on the other. Plie, fold the other end. Hi buddy! He's just wondering why I'm not paying attention to him. Anyway, so we're gonna get another smaller version of that, what looks like a cup or a party hat if you turn it upside down. I'm gonna fold it inwards, and then we're done with the boat. Hey buddy! Buddy! Come over here, the boat is done. You wanna see the boat? Come quick! Come at the boat, on this side, over here. Good boy. Look at the boat. What is this? Boat. Ta-da! Look, buddy. He wants a treat. So, we then now place our bird of courage into the boat. Good boy. Did you make some origami today? Did you make some origami? Yes, you made some origami. And then the birds can now go in there. Yeah, I know. And that's how you do the origami cranes and boats with poetry and the transfiguration of limiting beliefs. And I want to really emphasize that the limiting beliefs, they're not bad things that we're trying to get rid of, okay? They are essential tools. As I said in the poem, without fear, courage cannot exist. Let me switch the camera view so that you can see me well. Yes. Okay, so come here. You want to be filmed? Huh? Look at him. Look what he's doing. Look what you're doing. Look what you're doing. Yes. So, as I was saying, the objective of this exercise is not to it's not to eliminate fear entirely, or try to eliminate that negative emotion and try to get rid of it. The purpose of this exercise is to really learn from the some of the best friends and best teachers that we have, right? Are you my best friend and my best teacher? Huh? Which in my case was this fear of abandonment. This is why for me rejection is the most painful experience that I have, because it goes back to that very first trauma that I've ever had of being abandoned. And so rejection for me is like like that, just like a punch in the face, right buddy? Huh? Are you punching me? Because I feel it intensely. I feel it 100 times probably, or maybe 20 times as much as somebody who doesn't have that fear and trauma, and it's stored in my body. I feel it in my the pain. I feel it in my entire body. Just the idea of getting rejected. So that's what I'm working on, and slowly accepting myself, just for that, and finding loving beings like this one who accepts me wholeheartedly, no matter what, right, buddy? You accept me for who I am, no matter what, and I accept you for who you are, no matter what, and I'm never gonna abandon you. I'm never gonna leave you. Yeah, he never gets left. He never. There's not a single moment in his life now that he's moved in here that he's been alone. Right, buddy? And you just like it that way. You don't like your alone time. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope that was relevant. Again, I'm not a professional origami teacher, so that I don't. If it was way too fast for you, please rewind or watch someone else on YouTube who has a better way of instructing. But I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. And yeah, we're gonna go for a walk now. Be sure to subscribe to our newsletter if you haven't done so, because that's where we communicate, right, buddy? A lot of the first news people who are in the newsletter, they get first dibs to everything, right? And support me on Patreon, because that's where a lot of the magic happens, the behind the scenes of how I recently Samida and I are solved the case, the case, and we put our thought process there, we film it, and so that you have an idea of what happens behind the scenes. Okay, I think it's time for your walk. Time for a walk? Is it time for your walk? Is it time for your walk? Okay, let's turn off the camera. You silly doggy. Silly. Oh goodness. So